Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSU81 and today I'm very excited to be doing a review for this SH Figuarts, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Okay, so I believe this is one of my most anticipated figure of the year. Oh my god, you don't know how much this meant to me. This is literally my first Spider-Man on screen. No, not that Spider-Man. I didn't watch that Spider-Man at all. Okay, so this Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is my very first one. So, I am just so grateful to the director of No Way Home to actually bring him back so we can finally have a figure of him in a 1/12 scale. Yes, I'm very excited for the Amazing Spider-Man as well, the Andrew Garfield versions. That is also one of my favorite on-screen Spider-Man because I kind of feels that the suit is very screen accurate in a way. Yep, especially when you compare to the comic versions. But this guy is like the godfather of the Spider-Man. Now let's take a look at the box design. As always, I'm glad that the SH Figuarts is still having the window display. I always love that how we can actually see what we are buying. Yeah, this looks pretty good. The face, this one we'll take a look at it later. And yeah, just love this very much. We have the Tamashii Nation quality sticker right over here. At this side of the box we can see this very cool looking Spider-Man, the museum standing pose, which looks great as well. Last but not least, this is rather plain because it doesn't show the accessory that it comes with, but it still looks pretty good, especially on this one. Oh, by the way, I actually do pictures for this figure as well as the movie. You can see how accurate it is when we compare to the movie versions. Wow, this is really good. So let's get him out. Okay, so this is the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man right out the box. I want to cry. Yeah, this just looks so beautiful. This is literally a dream come true for me. So let's take a closer look. Just take a look at all the spider webs on the suit itself. It's actually sculpted. It's not just, you know, hand drawn or painted on it. You can actually feel those spider linings. Yeah, very nice. And I just love these symbols of the Spider-Man. It looks so classic. Yeah, this is what I really wanted. Oh, okay. Again, need to remove the plastic. Yep, so just take a look at the adornments. Wow, just look at how the lights actually got reflected off all the lines. This is really nice. And the pants itself also have patterns on it, not just plain blue. Even the legs, you can see all the spider lining is very nice. Wow, now I know why they want to delay it, because they are really putting a lot of efforts into making this guy. This really brings back lots and lots of memories here. Wow, just take a look at the spider symbols here. Yeah, I kind of dislike the way they actually have to break it into half. Yeah, but there's no choice there for articulation's purpose. Let's take a look at the mask. I think this is rather screen accurate because the moment I take a look at it, it just reminds me of those playback of the scenes in the movie. But like the Amazing Spider-Man, I kind of like the lens actually bigger. It kind of reminds me more of the comic version, but this will do because this is how he actually looks like in the movie. This is awesome. This is really a perfect Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Now let's move on to the articulation. As always, I'll start with the head so he can look to the left, looks to the right. Looking up, yes, pretty good. Looking down, wow, even better. So as you can see, he has a separate neck on his own, so you can rotate him however you want to. His arm can go 360 degrees. Going up, yep, more than 90 degrees. A very good range of a butterfly joint. Arm swivels, a double joint elbow. His hand is on a ball joint, so you can actually turn it around. 2 points of articulations, so you can move his torso around as well as his waist. So let's see how well this Spider-Man can bend forward. Yep, pretty good. Bending backwards, yep, not too bad. And of course, with the help of his waist here, you can go even further down. And even to the front, yes, you can go even more. His leg can kick all the way up more than 90 degrees and all the way to the back as well. A tight shivels, a double joint knee, and you can shiver the foot side to side, up and down, and he does have a toe hinge. And I do believe this Spider-Man can do the perfect split. Yes, I'm right. So wow, the articulation is superb for this Spider-Man. And right up next, we'll move on to the accessory for this guy. I will start with the hand as always. So he does come with a pair of closed fist hand that's already on the figure, a pair of open palms and or the wall crawling hands, a pair of relaxed hand which is also used for holding on to his mask, a pair of hands to hold on to his webbings while swinging, or you can also use it as a thumbs up hands, a pair of web shooting hands, and lastly a pair of finger pointing hands. As for the webbing, he does comes with 2 short webbings and 2 longer webbing shooting out from his wrist as well. And lastly, a very long webs for him to actually swing around. I just love how they make it as a translucent. This is very nice. And also this Spider-Man mask, which I still find it looking pretty odd because the lens supposed to be facing like this, but I guess it's just scrambled up so it just looks sideways. And lastly, he just comes with not 1 but 2 of the unmasked head. Okay, so now let's the debates begin. Yes, I still hold on to my words here. This one without the expression actually looks pretty much like Toby himself, but for this smiling one it still looks kind of off, but on hand I think it just looks okay. You can see that they purposely make his hair looks messy once you take off the mask. Yeah, but this one yeah, I think still not too bad. I think you can always use this head for some parody pictures or something like that. I think it'll be fun. So as you can see, this Toby doesn't comes with much, but I do appreciate they actually give 2 unmasked head and lots of webbing in case you can't see it and also this mask. So I think yeah, it's still very good enough for this Spider-Man. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you how to put on some of these accessory onto the figure. We'll start with the hands as always. Just pull it out gently like this, and you just need to slot it back in like this. And to hold on to his mask, basically you just need to let him hold on like this. Okay, yes, so this is how he hold on to his mask. And to use the webbing, basically you just need to remove the hands and just slot in the webbings like this, and you just need to reconnect back the web shooting hands, and voila, this is how it looks like. And to interchange the head to the unmasked head, you basically need to remove the entire head including the neck like this, and just connect it back onto the body like this. Whew. So this is how he looks like. Looking good, my goodness. Wow, this is really nice. We have this head as well. Yeah, it just looks very funny to me. I think this is a really good head now. Now I hope you will click on the likes button if you enjoy this review. Thank you. Now let's move on to some poses, and as you guys know me, yes, I actually like to do superhero landing pose, but not this time. I'm actually going to try out on this pose that you can see on the screen right now. This is my favorite pose of him when he's fighting Dr. Octopus. Let's see if he can do the same, which I think this is a pretty tough one. Okay, so I do think that I managed to pose him, although it doesn't look like it from this angle. But from this angle, yeah, I think it does kind of looks alike, except maybe his head should be able to look up a little bit more, then it looks much better. Now let's see if we can do some squatting pose. Where is the Spider-Man? Oh, okay. So he's right there. So he's actually on top of the building, as you can see. Oh my goodness, he can do the squatting pose rather good, and we can see Dawn over there right behind him. Wow, this is a rather good looking squatting pose. Next one is this swinging pose. They actually refer to this picture that you can see now. Wow, he can actually pull off a very good swinging pose as well. This is awesome. And next we'll move on to some size comparisons. I'll start off with some Marvel Legends Spider-Man. I have the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, which looks slightly taller than him. And also this pizza Spider-Man, I'm sorry that I don't have any of the MCU Spider-Man from the Marvel Legends. And next we'll move on to some Mayvex. I have this Far From Home Spider-Man, yeah, from Tom Holland, which looks smaller, which is okay. As well as this Mayvex, the classic suit Spider-Man. And next I'd like to compare with some Sentinel toy Spider-Man. I have this Peter Parker or Peter P. Parker Spider-Man, as well as this Miles Morales. And next I'd like to move back to the SH Figuarts. I have this Tom Holland integrated suit, as well as this black and gold suit. Okay, so they are both shorter than him, which I think is screen accurate. And lastly, I'd like to do some fun comparison with this SH Figuarts Venom. Wow, he's huge as compared to him. And also, I kind of forgot, I do have an MCU Spider-Man, which is this Peter Parker. Okay, so he is about as tall as this guy, which I don't think is that accurate. And next I'd like to talk about the scale for this Spider-Man. I've done some research on the Tobey Maguire height, which is about 1.72 meter, which when we divide by 12 is about 14.3 centimeter. Okay, so let's check out and see if he's around that. Okay, 14.3. so from the below we have 0, so all the way up. Wow, he's about 15 centimeter tall. My goodness, so he's actually taller than he's supposed to be. Wow, this is a first, because SH Figuarts, as always, they will make the figures shorter, but this time around I think he's at a pretty good height. I have no complaints, even though he's slightly taller than he's supposed to be. I'll take it that the costume, the boots itself actually contribute to him, making him slightly taller, which I think is fine. I think this scale is pretty good. As you can see with the size comparison, he looks pretty good with the rest of the Spider-Man. So yeah, I think this guy have a pretty good skills there. Okay, so my final verdict based on all the star rating so far for this guy is a perfect 10. Yay! Call me biased, call me unfair, but I just love this Spider-Man. I think he deserves a perfect 10. Yeah, everything about him is perfect. Accessories, articulations, the skill. Yeah, I think he can do some pretty awesome poses, and he just looks awesome and badass as well. So I think this is easily one of the best SH Figuarts figure for year 2023. Yeah, I do hope that the Amazing Spider-Man, which is the Andrew Garfield version, is as awesome as this. Then we'll have the Trinity, the three Spider-Man together. So yes, of course, I truly strongly recommend this Spider-Man. If you see him anywhere on the store, do grab him, unless they have the price skyrocket. So as always, I hope you guys enjoy this review, and I will catch you guys again in my next video. I hope you guys will check out this video right over here, unless you want to see me dancing again.